Hello everyone, and thanks for joining this video. In this tutorial today, we are going to talk about custom code in Flow. And I actually made a video, so I will switch to my screen over here. I made a video, like it's 10 months old right now, but before 10 months. And the video was about mastering custom function, widget, and action in Flow. So I go into depth, how to use the IDE of Flow and everything that you need to know. But today I want to talk about uh, using the custom code together with ChatGPT because I know that there are a lot of people actually trying to ask ChatGPT and asking ChatGPT to output the code. And because they don't know what is the logic behind working with the code, or there are no coders or low coders, they have difficulties uh, producing the right results. So with this video, actually, I want to make sure that you can make sure to work with ChatGPT together with Flow and get amazing results. And I will actually highly recommend you to watch this video of my Flow channel. Right now, it's a featured video, but I will actually change that and I'll switch to that video that you're watching right now to be the future video, because I think this is super important for all the people working with Flow. And before I start, I just want to say that I had launched my Discord server. So if you haven't joined it, please do. There's like a lot of people asking questions. I'm trying to answer all the questions. There are amazing people who are answering as well questions there. And so far, we are around 400 people. So that's amazing. And also, if you want to request a video, you can do it in Discord. And also, if you have any questions related to my videos and the code that's not working for you or something like that, you can actually paste the code and I'll try my best to fix your issues in Discord. So, without further ado, let's jump into the video and this tutorial and show you how you can use ChatGPT with Flow. So again, if you haven't watched this video, make sure to first watch it and then watch the video that you're currently watching. So let's begin with some simple things. And let's begin with custom functions. So let's begin with some very simple custom function, and that's, let's say, add to list. You can actually do that in Flow natively with an action without custom code. But let me show you how you can do it with a custom code. And what is the idea of this custom function? Is to have like a list. Let's say I have this hello world 1 and I have hello world 2. So I have list of strings and I want to add this string into this list. So the list will go hello world 1, hello world 2. Great. So what if I don't know how to write this function, this custom function, and I want to actually, why it's not saving it? Okay. So what if I want to actually to ChatGPT to help me write it? So first of all, let's create a new custom function and let's call it ChatGPT add to list. Let's call it like that. So we know that those are coming from ChatGPT and those are the ones that I wrote myself, that I know that they're working. So first of all, write the name of the custom function. Then the second thing is write what your arguments, if you have any arguments, probably you will do, add your arguments. So the first argument I'm going to add is my data, which will be my list of this. In this type it will be string, and it could be knowable actually. And then I have another thing which is to add, let's say I have names. That would be more, let's say I have a list of names and then I have name here. So I'm going to add a name and this can be knowable as well. And what I'm going to return, I'm always returning not knowable. So this is my approach to not return knowable, and I would advise you to do the same. Don't return knowable. And then this will be a list of uh, of strings. So I'm going to add this to this list and then return it. So let's save it. And now it will actually give you this function is empty and will not allow you to save it. So in order to save it, you just need to write return. You need to return something. You need to return a list. So if you return an empty list like that, it will work. This is one approach of doing it. Another approach of doing it is just make like that names, and then it will actually work as well. So right now, actually names will not work because it can be no. Okay, so let's do it like that. So just return an empty list. Great. And with that, we're almost done. Now we need to actually tell ChatGPT what we need to do. So add the item, just make a comment like that and write what you want to do. Add the here in flow. Add the item name inside the list names. But first, check if the value is no, and if it is no, equals to empty array, and name equals to empty string. So this is what I want actually, and now I'm going to copy the whole thing. So you don't need this, you don't need those imports, you don't need them. Just copy everything that you have in the custom function. Then switch to ChatGPT, and I have ChatGPT 4, but you don't need to use actually ChatGPT 4. You can use the free version of ChatGPT 3.5. And the whole idea is just you need to now copy and paste, just copy and paste everything that you have here, and ChatGPT will output you the custom function. And now what we need to copy is make sure you copy everything below and above those comments. So copy everything that you see here, then go back to flow, and then you can remove what you have here and just paste what ChatGPT have produced. And now save it, and now compile it. Make sure to compile it, and then go to test function. And now we can test this function. So let's say I have the names. Let's say I add my name, and let's say I have another name, which would be Ivan. And then I click run, and this should now work. I should have Dimitar, and then I have Ivan. Exactly the same. So this actually worked. ChatGPT helped me doing that. So what about generate a random string? So let's save that. And this was generated by ChatGPT. Again, this is the code that I have, and I have written this code myself. And let's go over here, and this will actually produce you a random string with 10 length. And you can actually see it. This is a random string of 10 length. And if I don't know how to write this code, but I need this functionality in my flow function, my flow project, just what I need to do. So again, first, click on that, click on function. The function, just first write the function name, which would be, in my case, I'll write ChatGPT because I just want to know that those functions are created by ChatGPT. So that's why I name it like that, but you don't need to, of course. But make sure that the name of the function is actually describing as much as possible what the actual function is doing. So my name of the function will be ChatGPT generate random string. Great. And then I have the length. So I want the length. So let's say string length, and then this will be an integer, and this can be knowable. and I will return a string, and this will be not knowable. Great. So here again, because I'm returning string, not a list of strings, but string, I will do it like that. Just in order to save my function, or else I will not be able to save it. Of course, I don't need to save it, but it's good practice to actually save it, because you can lose if you switch somewhere in your project, you can use everything. You can lose the name, the arguments, and so on and so forth. So I don't want to do that. So just save it like that. Great. And now write as a comment what you want this custom function to do. And so let's write based on the string length, and write the name of your argument based on the string length size, or let's say integer, based on the string length, produce me a random string of those characters, including numbers, lower and upper cases, and those special characters. And I can have like special characters like that. And yeah, so I can have like specified characters that I want the string to include. Great. And now when we're done, again, copy everything that we have from the name of the custom function till the end. Copy that. Go to ChatGPT. Again, I'm using the free version. Copy and paste. You don't need to do anything else. Just copy and paste everything that you have here, and then copy copy that part. That's very important. Copy only that part. Here it says actually you need an import of Dart math. So let me show you how that looks in FlowToFlow. If I switch here, you can actually see that FlowToFlow, it's automatically importing for you Dart math, but it's imported it as math. So this is a little bit tricky. So let me show you how you can overcome this, because it will actually say that the random is undefined, and people will wonder what is going on. But I'll show you. Just write math that and then random, and then it will actually work as intended. And we have here an issue, but I think it's because of the percent sign. I'm not really sure, or maybe it's a dollar sign. It's a dollar sign issue, but I don't need a dollar sign, to be honest. But if I want to use the dollar sign, we can actually escape it with this charter. So that's the only thing those are the only things that I need to change actually. And let's test it. So let's save it. Let's check it for compilation. Let's compile it actually and go to test. So okay, I want a random string of 20 characters, and let's run it. And let's see the result. So yeah, you can actually see the result. So I have this result, and you can actually, I'm using this to generate a random hash or generate a random password. So you can use that. Great. So let's do another one. So let's say I want to convert. So let's say I want to convert latitude and longitude. I want to convert it to double, because I want to display it as a number, or I want to send it to an API, and I have to convert it to a double. So let's say I have a location. So let's say it's my home city in Bulgaria, and let's run it. And now this should convert it to double. And it's actually giving me a list of doubles, which is this one. Great. So let me try to do that. So this is the working code, but let's try to do it with ChatGPT. Let's save that now, and let's do it with ChatGPT. So function, again, adding a new custom function, and it says ChatGPT and then convert latitude and longitude to double. Great. And what I need a location, and I also need to select it, of course. I need to select latitude and longitude, and I'm going to return a list of double, which will not be knowable. And because it's a list again, I can just return an empty list in order just to save it. So let's save it. Great. And then let's write what I want. So I want to convert the latitude and longitude location into double. So here's the tricky part. Because this is latitude and longitude, and because this is a flow class, ChatGPT doesn't know about how longitude and latitude works. So let's first try it this way, and then I'll show you how you can overcome this. So let's first just try it the normal way, copy and paste this, and see what ChatGPT is going to produce. So I'm pretty sure that this is actually correct. And let me copy this part over here, and sorry, I haven't shown you that. So I have pasted this code like always, and then this is what ChatGPT produced, and I'm just going to copy it, this part over here. And then let's go back over here, and then let's paste it, this part over here. And now save it, compile it again, and then go to test function. Again, let's add my city, and then run and see if that will actually run. You don't need to wait for the compile, by the way, to finish, and you will actually get the same result. Great, so that actually worked. Even that ChatGPT didn't know about this latitude and longitude, it actually tried to think how it will be able to get the data, and it was correct actually. So that did work. Let me try to do something more um, like more flowish. So let's try to filter. Sorry, so ChatGPT and then filter list. So let's try to do that. So let's imagine that we have a list of documents. So those, and later I'll show you a list of super base rows as well. So let's say I have a list of documents, and I have a list of, let's say, user data, and I want to output document, list of documents, not knowable, always not knowable, and again, users data. Great. And this would be, let's say, data would be the name of it. And because we're returning a list, it will be a return and an empty list. So just in order to save it. Great. So now ChatGPT doesn't know about this user's data record. It doesn't really know what it is. And I'll be surprised if it actually worked. So, but let's try it out. So so let me show you actually my collection. So it's user data, and I have this identifier, I have my boo, I have my date, my reference, and I have a username. So let's try actually, and let's think. Let's filter it by the name. Let's say that I want to filter only only the records that have the name of Demeter. The other records I would just want to filter them out, and then want to return them. So let's say that. So I filter all the records by the field name, and the name should be equal to the meter. and return all. Oh, I think I don't need that, to be honest. Great. So let's try that. So let's copy everything here again. Go to ChatGPT, paste it over here, and click enter. And now let's wait. I don't think this could work, but let's see. So it's actually, let me show you what ChatGPT outputted. Uh, and let me show you. So let me just go over here and paste it over here. Great. So it's actually, you can see over here. Oh, I'm not pressed that this is a list actually. Yeah, that's my mistake actually. I haven't pressed that this is a list. So let's, can I go back? No, I cannot. Yeah, so let me just fix that real quickly. Sorry. Uh, so let me just fix that. So this should be a list, and ChatGPT didn't know that this was a list. So let's copy it again, and let's paste it here again, and let's get the result. So the result now should be okay. Let's copy it, and let's go over here, and let's paste it. So again, paste only this part. And now is actually I'm getting an error. And the error it says that the getter name isn't defined for the type user's data. And we can actually look into that, because the whole idea is that I will have this record and I'll have the field name, and I'll check if the field name is equal to the meter. So if I write actually record dot, and then I should be able to have all the names. And because Firebase doesn't know about your fields, of course, it will actually assume that the name of the field is name. But we can actually be even more specific than that. And we can say filter all the records by the field. And the field actually, it's username. It's not name, but it's username. And the name and the username should be equal to the meter. So you can actually see that if you are writing everything that if you write everything right in your comments, Flow will actually, sorry, not Flow, ChatGPT will actually output you the correct code. That's very important. So because I wrote name, that's why ChatGPT assumed that my field, it's called name, because I actually wrote its name, but actually it's not name, it's username. So that's why I had this error. But now I'll paste this new generated code. Now I don't get any error. I will compile it, and I'll go to test function, and I will add one with hello world. Oops, sorry. This will not result. This will not give me any results because I don't have any records here. And I will actually have two with my name and one without. So one will be, let's say, even. Again, let's save it and let's run it now. So it will actually output an instance of user's data. It will output over here. But I have actually a super bonus for you. And the super bonus for you is that you can even print the exact record that you're going to that you want. So to make sure that you're getting the right record here, you can print it. And then when you print it and you run it, you say, okay, Dimitri, but there is no way for me to see the print over here. No, wait, there is actually a way, and let me show you. So I'm going to switch to my window view right now. So you're viewing my whole window right now. And if I press F12, or if I open the deliver console, you should be able to see right now instance of users data. And this is what you see over here. But if I want to get the actual user data that it's outputting, I will actually can write something like that. So I have like user data, that, and then I have identifier, and then I have all the fields over here, right? So I have user data, identifier, and I have, let's say, the username. So I'll just output those two for now, and then I'll save it. I'll compile it again. I'll go to test mode. I should be able to get, yeah, exactly those three, run it, and now I should be able to see the fields over here. So you can actually see there are two fields, and both of them are actually with 0, but that's because I didn't change the identifier. So let's change it. So let's say that this is the identifier 1, this is identifier 2, and this is identifier 3. So now I should get, if I run it, I should get identifier 1 emitter and identifier 2 emitter. And sorry, identifier 2 and identifier 3. So that one, and that one. So I know that those are actually the right records that I want to output, or I want my code to output. So this is super important actually, and this is something that I myself didn't notice that it's existing like in a couple of weeks ago. So it's super important. If you want to filter all the messages that are clustering, just click on this one, user messages, and it will only run your messages, and you'll not be able to see all the other clustering your console. So those are the two messages that you need. Great. So let's go to Superbase right now and show you the same thing for Superbase. So again, I am here, and let's do the same for Superbase. But I have to actually switch my project to my Superbase project in order to show you. So if I go over here, and if I go to Superbase, let me show you what I have. So I have those videos, viewers, and video viewers. So I have videos. So let's say I want to filter my videos by title, let's say. Or let's say I want to filter them by likes. I can filter them by likes as well. I can filter by anything, or I can filter by both name and likes. So let's try to do that. So I will add a filter over here, and I'll say again, ChatGPT filter list, and I want to get my data, which is a list of Superbase row. The row will be videos. I want to produce a Superbase row list not knowable, and again videos. Great. And now return an empty list and save it. Great. So now write what I want this custom function to do. And I want to filter the list by the title, which should be my title, and likes be more than 10, let's say, for example. And let's copy this again, copy the whole thing, go to ChatGPT, paste it over here. Now you need to wait for the result, of course. And because I'm using the free version, it maybe takes some more time, but it's just a couple of seconds. Great. Let's copy this right now and go over here and then paste it and see if that will work. So let's paste it over here, see if we get any errors. I don't see any errors. Let's click on save. Let's compile it, and let's go over here. So let's add some So let's add some videos. So this one video will be hello world. It will have like 22 likes, but it should not appear, right? Because I have only, because the title does not match. So I will write my title, and this will have like 10 likes, and I'll add another one, and I'll call it my title, and this will have 55 likes. And if I run now, let's save it, I will get only one instance. So here's the issue, is that Flow actually it's not made to output you super base row. So that's why you're getting this error over here. But you can, of course, again, you can overcome this by uh, by printing out. So you can print, and I will print, and I'll say a video again, and I'll say print the title and also print the likes, and just do it like that. And of course, it needs to be actually a list. So you need to make it inside a list, or else it will not work. So save that, compile. Fortunately, so let's switch actually to my Windows view again. Yeah, I wanted to show you actually using the console again, that you can print something using the console. But for some reason, actually, this is not working for Superbase. I'm actually surprised that it's not working for Superbase. Maybe in the future they will fix that. But for now, if you want to test it, you're actually getting this. Fortunately, you cannot test it, which is a shame, because there should be a way to test it, right? To make sure that everything is working okay. But I'm 99%, 99.999% sure that this is actually working the right way. If you don't get any errors, this is actually working fine. Everything looks fine. Great. And now let's switch to the custom actions. Let me show you how you can use the same technique with a custom action. Okay, so let's try to create a custom action using this technique. So in my case over here, I'll try to create an action which will to get a file from a URL and then download it to the user. So supply a URL to the custom action and then download it to the user phone, let's say. And I'll use a package for that actually. So let's try that. So I will have like ChatGPT download file from URL, and I will supply. I will supply the argument will be the URL, and this will be a list, and I'll have a return also because I want to return. No, actually, I don't need a return, right? Because it will actually download it to the user device, so I don't need a return for that. And the package that I'm going to use a package for that. It's called download, I think, and I think I have it already. So I don't think I need to actually import it. Not import it, but write it inside the dependencies, because I think I'm already using it. But let's see that. So first write the name, again, the same technique. First write the name. Secondly, write your arguments, write the return type, write your arguments, write your dependency. So write everything in this right part and write the title. And then click on the green button, click on copy to editor. And then in my particular case, I'm going to import the download. And in my particular case, it says that it doesn't know what is the download. So let me add it right now like that. Click on this green button over here, and it should actually remove this error in theory. And it did this. So let's save it now. I'm able to save it without returning anything because this is not returning anything, right? So if it's returning it, again, the same technique, just write return in order to save it. Great. So now let's write, and now again the same thing, write what you want to do. So convert the URL into raw data, and then download it to the user's device using the download package. So again, make sure to write the imports for the package that you're using right outside. So try to be as descriptive as possible. Write the return if you want to, write the argument. So that's very important. And finally, write the comments. Again, you don't need these imports over here. You only need this part over here. And then I will go to ChatGPT again and paste it over here. And let's see what ChatGPT will output us. So if this will actually work. So let's copy the whole code. This time we can copy the whole code. For the custom widgets and custom actions, we can copy the whole code and then paste it over here. So let's see if we have any errors. And indeed we have this downloader error, which is we don't have a downloader over here. So this is not exactly how this package is working. So we can do something else. So So if you're having an issue when ChatGPT is hallucinating again, thinking that downloader is something from this package, no, it's not. We can do something else. So go back one step to what we had, copy this, go to ChatGPT again, and let's see if this make it better. So paste the whole thing like that. I'll click Shift and Enter to get more lines, and then go to the package and click on the example that they have produced. And then go back to ChatGPT, and now right over here, this is an example how to use the download package. And I'll paste it over here, and I'll click enter. So let's see if that will actually produce a better result. So it says, it seems like you're providing an example of download package, and I think it's actually the same thing. I will not even try to implement it because I think it's basically the same thing. Which fortunately, I don't think it will work. Let me just show you, but it will not work. And if I paste it, I think we had the same code. If I paste it, yeah, exactly. We have the same code. Okay, so let's try another thing. So let's try this time with ChatGPT 4, and let's see if we're getting better results. So let's paste first without saying what the download package will give us, or what the download package is doing. And I think you can actually see, oops, sorry, I haven't switched my screen. So you can actually see I paste the same thing, exactly the same thing, without the example of the package, and it's actually giving me a lot better result. This is a lot better. And I can copy it now, go back to ChatGPT, paste it over here, and now I should see if I get any errors. So, and I have any error. I had a lot of errors, and I'm not sure if I can overcome all those errors, because it's just not actually using this download package right here. It's actually using another package for some reason. It's not using the one that I have provided, but we can try to follow ChatGPT's logic. So we can have this do any, and you can always put the any for the version. Just this is a tip. I made a video about that, why you want to use that. And then you can actually see you have removed this error for now. And then get the first, so after the package, get this name over here, and then paste it to dependencies, two dots, and then any, and then click on the green button again. So we're actually importing packages that ChatGPT is suggesting us to use. But I'm not sure if those packages even exist, but probably they exist because we don't have any errors again. And the last package that we need to uh, include is this package over here. And let's click on the green button again. And now we should get any errors. So let's see if that actually worked. Yeah, we didn't get any errors. It says parameters. Yeah, I think we are okay with that, to be honest. So we have the URL and we have the file name. Okay, so the ChatGPT is actually suggesting us, ChatGPT include the file name as well. So it's actually suggesting us um, to write the file name as well. So okay, I'm okay with that. And let's compile it. So this is actually like first step testing to compile it. If it's compiling it, okay, that means that it's compiling it fine, and it's like a good percentage of time it will actually work on a real device. It's not like 100% it will work, but it will probably work if it's compiled. So let's see if it will compile. I will pause the video, and you can actually see that I don't have any errors when I compile my actions. So the code says it's valid, and that's great actually. This is like super simple way of getting your code at least to not getting errors. Like I said, it could still not work, but if you don't get any errors, that's actually a good sign, and it might work. So what this code is actually doing is first is getting the status of the permission. If the user does not um, apply for, or if the app does not have permissions, it will actually ask for the user to get permissions to their download path folder. And if they have successfully gave the permission to the app, it will actually download the file. It will get the file path to the download folder and the file as well, and the name of the file, and then it will actually download the file. So this is what it actually is doing. So based on the URL, it will actually save the file inside your downloads folder. At least this is what the code should do. It will print file downloaded to, and then this is the path it was downloaded to. Great. And the final thing I want to show you is what about a custom widget. So let's try to do now. So with the custom widget, you can actually compile it and see if you are able to get it to work. You should be able to see it actually if it's compiled okay. And in my case, actually, I will try with the random package, and I'll try with this one, just audio. It has a lot of likes. It's a random package that I just think that it's a good example. It's actually playing audio. This is what this package is doing. Now let's try it. Let's try to implement the player inside a custom widget inside Flow. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to write ChatGPT again, and I'll say audio player. And this is actually a very complex package, so it might not work. Just I want to say that as a disclaimer. And this will be the audio file. Let's have the audio file, and let's have it as a string. To be honest, I will not use it as a audio path over here because the package does not know about audio path. This is actually a flow. Sorry, this is a flow thing, and the actual package or Flutter does not know about what is this. So I'll just use it as a string, and then I'll add. So let's import the boilerplate. I'll click on the green button to import the boilerplate when I'm done with the naming and the arguments that I have, or the parameters. And then I will have to import it. I'll have to go over here, go to installing, and I have to import it. Let's click over here and import it over here like that. And again, I'm going to copy the name, click on the green button to get the dependencies of this pub dev. Great. And now I can save this custom widget, which would be it will be an empty container by this point. It will be nothing. Great. So now I should be able to write a comment over here. So write comment over here, and I'll say uh, use the just audio package to output to return an audio player which will play the song from, or let's say the audio, because it can be a voice or something like that. It could be not a song. So let's say it will play the audio from the parameter audio file. Great. So let's try that. So let's copy everything that we have over here, go to ChatGPT, and for those complex like custom uh, actions and custom widget, I will actually advise you to use ChatGPT 4 or the latest ChatGPT version. The future could be 5 or something like that. Just use the latest version because I think it's the most the one that will actually work the most, because the code that is providing it's complex, and the better the version, the better. So it's the not the better the version, the better, but you get my idea. So again, when it's outputted, just copy everything over here, and then you need to only so just copy everything, select everything from here, paste it, and now the only thing that you need to remove is actually this line over here, because ChatGPT will always import you the material Dart file, but you have imported over here, so you're basically importing it twice, so you don't need that, to be honest. So let's remove it. Great. So that's the only thing that you needed to remove. And now if I save it, I should be able, I don't have any errors, as you can see, which is great actually. This is amazing. And we have only here handle errors. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We don't need to handling errors, to be honest, for now. So that's fine. So let's compile it, and when we are done, we should be able to see the actual custom widget. So let's pause it now. Great. So now it's ready. Let's click on this icon and see what we did. Yeah, you can actually see it. It's super small and it's black. Let's try it with 500 and see if that will get better. So it's loading, still loading. So I don't know if you can see it actually, but you can actually see that I'm able to get the play button and the pause button, and I'm able to get like a region that it's playing the audio. I'm not sure if I'm able to actually. I should be able to click it and just play it, probably. But right now, this is for some reason it's not working. But it's actually a great start. It's super great start to just have it be able to do this in seconds, like 30 seconds or 40 seconds. Just copy and paste the code, and it will output you like a working solution. And then you just need to modify it, right? So you just need to, for example, audio file, you can just say in ChatGPT that you provide them with MP3 files with a URL, for example, because it doesn't know what the audio file will be, I think. So that could be something that why it's not working. But yeah, like I said, I'm really not sure if this is supposed to work when I click the play button over here. I really am not sure about that. Right now it's not working, but it could be because of the preview mode, it's not like enough to play this audio, or it could be that something it's missing in the code. But like I said, it's a great start to have it without any errors or issues. And this is how actually you can work with packages. And yeah, that's about it. I don't want to show you, and I can show you like more packages examples, but I don't want to do it right now because I don't want the video to go like over what it is. But you can actually go to my Flow Quests website, and you can actually um, vote for the next video. So if I switch to my tab right now, you should be able to see all the requests made by users, and you can actually add a new request over here, and you can just write the title of the request, of description of the request, and the nickname, your Discord nickname, in my Discord server, and you can actually vote for the next video. So thanks very much for watching this video. And before you go, actually, thanks for watching this video, but please help me to reach 4,000 subscribers. And when I reach 4,000 subscribers, I actually have a surprise for every single subscriber that I have. I will shuffle them, and I will do a live session, and I'll announce the winner. And what will be the winner? The winner should be a subscribe to the channel, and uh, the price is this one. It's a Flow swag actually. I want to give to one of my subscribers. Like I said, it will be a live session when I reach 4,000 subscribers. And this Slack, it's actually have a t-shirt, the same that you see over here. It has stickers and it has a mug. So it's pretty good mug that you can drink your coffee or tea or whatever you like to drink from it. And like I said, I will give this to one of my subscribers. So please subscribe to the channel. And also, I'll do a live session. So it should be in the live session when I reach 4,000 subscribers. And I'll just pick from wherever who is subscribed. And it is in the live session. And I pick a winner. So he or she can immediately DM me the address, and I can send this Slack box. So please subscribe to the channel to have a chance to win this amazing Slack box. I just want to say that the paid membership for YouTube is now open, so you can be a paid member to my YouTube channel, which means a lot. And thank you very much for all the people who are right now paid members to the channel.